Virgo, can I just say something before we even get started? I love doing readings like this one. After some of the heavier territory we navigate together in this work, the confusion, the waiting, the complicated dynamics, there is something genuinely wonderful about sitting down with an energy that is simply unambiguously, beautifully good. And that is what I walked into today. The moment I opened up your collective, I felt this warmth, this quality of something clicking into place, this very specific, very recognizable energy of something that has been building and building and building, finally arriving at the moment where it gets to be what it always was going to be. This was always meant to be. I want to sit with that phrase for a moment before we look at the cards, because I think it's one of the most powerful things you can say about a situation or a connection or a development in your life. Not meant to be in the fatalistic, it was always going to happen, so you had no say way. Meant to be in the specific, it was always moving toward this, even through the difficult parts. In hindsight, it all makes sense way. The kind of meant to be that you feel in your body when something arrives and something in you goes, yes, this is right. That's the energy of this reading. And a beautiful turning point is not just coming, it is here. Let me show you exactly what the cards confirmed. The first thing I felt was recognition. Not the recognition of something surprising, the recognition of something you've actually always known, arriving in a form that is finally fully undeniable. The second thing I felt was the particular warm quality of something aligned, like puzzle pieces that have finally found their positions, like a chord that has been resolving toward its final note and has finally landed there. And underneath both of those things, I felt joy, genuinely, before I'd pulled a single card. Not the anxious, hoping this stays quality of provisional happiness. The grounded, this is really happening, I can let myself feel it quality of genuine joy. I also want to name something about what made this energy feel distinctly different from readings where things are simply going well. Going well has a particular texture. This reading has a different one. The specific quality of rightness, of things being not just good but correct. That's a different quality from simply fortunate. That's meant to be. This is a good reading, Virgo. Let's get into it. First card. This card shows a figure in the imagery of genuine mutual recognition between two people. Cups extended toward each other in the quality of something that has established itself at the deepest available level, not at the surface of things, not in the provisional territory, but in the foundational, this is actually real register. This is the card of something that exists, that is real, that has been building long enough and is rooted deep enough that it is simply and genuinely what it is. This card in the position of what is currently present in your life is telling me something very particular. The connection or situation this reading is about has the quality of something that was always going to arrive at this. The cups extending toward each other are not tentative. They're not the cups of something that might develop into something real if the right conditions align. They are the cups of something that has already developed, that has already proven its reality through whatever path it took to get here. And that is now simply in the process of being fully, visibly what it always was going to be. For some of you, this is a specific person, a connection that perhaps had a complicated journey to get here, but that, looking back, makes complete sense as a trajectory. For others of you, this is a situation, a professional development, a life chapter, a version of your path that feels like the one you were always supposed to be on. I want to say one more thing about this card before we move on. The cups are extended, which means they are in motion toward each other, not static. What's present in your life right now is not simply existing, it is actively becoming more of what it is, growing into its fuller expression. The turning point is not a single moment after which everything simply is one way. It's the beginning of a period of genuine unfolding. And the direction of the unfolding is toward more depth, more clarity, more genuine expression of what has been building. Second card, and this one speaks specifically to the turning point dimension of the reading. This card shows the imagery of the Sunday, the full, blazing, unobstructed, nothing hidden, everything in the light Sunday. What makes a turning point actually a turning point rather than just a moment of change is the quality of what it turns toward. And the sun in this position is telling me that the direction this turning point is turning you toward is genuine clarity and warmth, the actual material quality of something becoming brighter and more aligned than it was before. Spirit is saying something specific for this collective. Some of you have been operating in a situation or a phase of life that was not fully bright, not dark, but not fully in the light either. A quality of things being more muted, more uncertain, more effortful than they would be if you were fully in alignment with what was right for you. That overcast quality is ending. The sun is not describing a moment of sunshine in an otherwise cloudy picture. It is describing the sky clearing, not just for a day, the sky clearing. I also want to name what the sun card says about the pace of what's arriving. The sun doesn't creep in, it rises. There's a specific quality to how this turning point is going to make itself known, not gradually revealing itself in small increments, but arriving with unmistakable clarity. You're going to know when it's here. The warmth of it is going to be real and perceptible in the actual texture of your daily experience. That is the beautiful turning point that is here. Virgo, I need to pause because something just came in and I want to share it. Spirit is showing me a specific image for this collective. It's the image of someone looking back over a recent period of their life and seeing how everything that happened, even the difficult parts, was moving them toward exactly where they are right now. The specific, slightly awestruck quality of someone who can see the through line, how the thing that seemed like a setback was actually a redirect, how the door that closed was making space for the one that opened, how the period of waiting was a period of preparation, how all of it was leading here. Some of you are in that moment of looking back right now or are about to be, and the view is beautiful. Third card. This card shows a figure in the specific quality of genuine, established, completely inhabited abundance. The fullest possible expression of what genuine work and genuine capability have produced in their most complete, lasting material form. What I'm reading here is that what's arriving as part of this turning point has real, practical, earthly substance to it. This is landing in the actual material. This is the concrete reality of my life domain, circumstances, resources, the texture of your daily existence. Some of you are about to receive confirmation of something in the professional or financial domain that is going to feel disproportionately good compared to where things were. It is not disproportionate. It is entirely proportionate. It's just that what you've been building has been so steady and so real and so thoroughly done that even you may have stopped fully accounting for its accumulated weight. The weight is arriving in the best possible form. And I want to name something about the earth element, specifically in the context of a turning point. Earth is the element of what endures. What arrives through the earth element's energy doesn't peak and recede. It establishes what's landing for you in the practical domain is not a temporary elevation. It is a new ground level. The floor of your circumstances is moving up, and it's moving up in the sustained, this is just what my life is now way. That distinction matters. Fourth card, and honestly, the way this spread is stacking up, I'm having such a good time with this reading. Every card is building on the one before it in a way that is just, this is what it looks like when the universe is clearly very much in favor of someone. This card shows a figure in the quality of complete, directed, forward motion. The fire element at its most genuine and purposeful. No hesitation, no looking back, just clean, warm, forward moving energy. What this card is telling me about you specifically is clear. You are in motion, and the motion is right. Whatever steps you have been taking, the decisions you've been making, the things you've been building toward, the way you've been orienting yourself in the world, they have been correct. Spirit is confirming that the direction you've been moving in is the direction that leads to what this reading is describing. The fire element here is telling me something very specific. You are not someone who has been carried here by circumstances. You have been in motion, making choices, doing the work, orienting yourself consistently toward what matters, and all of that sustained Virgo quality attention to doing things right rather than simply doing things fast. It has landed you exactly here. Fifth card. This card shows a scene of complete, genuine, fully established joy. Two figures in the mutual, warm, everything is in the light quality of something that has arrived at its destination. The imagery of completion, not an ending, but the completion of a journey into the place it was always heading. Virgo, I want to say this directly. What comes after this turning point has a quality of genuine fulfillment, not the performative happiness of things looking good from the outside, the real thing. Waking up in a life that feels genuinely aligned with who you are. And this card is showing me something specific about why this arrival feels the way it does. Things that were always meant to be don't feel brand new when they arrive. They feel like recognition. Like, yes, of course. Like, finally, the outside is matching what we already knew on the inside. That's what's here for you. That recognition, that finally. Virgo, before I close, I want to say one thing that I think this entire reading has been building toward. You are exactly where you're supposed to be, not as consolation, as description. You have done the work. The preparation was thorough. You are allowed to simply be in this moment, to inhabit the arrival rather than audit it. Let yourself be here, fully, in the good thing that is actually happening. The meant to be of this reading is real. The beautiful turning point is here. And you get to be in it completely with everything you are without qualifying it or second guessing it or waiting for the other shoe. This is yours. Welcome to it. If this reading landed somewhere real for you, please share it with a Virgo who needs to hear that beautiful things are here and real and meant to be. And leave a comment. I want to hear what your turning point looks like. I read every comment. I love you, Virgo. Until next time, this was always meant to be. The beautiful turning point is here. You are in it.